What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome to Tony with the God Chronicles. We are back. I am back, of course, with another guest, another bright guest. Y'all seen her before. She was on the panel from last week. If y'all missed it, you are welcome to go there and check her out. She did pretty good. Um, are we? Can you hear me good, sister?
Yes, I can hear you great, brother.
Okay,
How are you?
I'm all right. So, introduce yourself, sister.
Hi, I am Toon Time from the Toon Time Late Show. I am the guest on today. You can also catch me on the Big O Live. You can also catch me on Toon Time the Scholar on YouTube. Thanks for having me, brother.
All right. So y'all already know how it works. We got to give YouTube their part. And I'll see y'all in a minute, man. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, all right. We are back. So we are here today to speak about community leadership. Community leadership. Now I don't know. Maybe most of y'all, can you hear me good, sister?
Yes.
Okay. I had some discrepancy over here. That's because that was my fault. But anyway, a lot of y'all probably don't know what community leadership is. Okay, so I already pulled up, a small definition for everyone, so y'all can probably get in the idea of what community leadership is. I don't even know what I did with it. I think it was up there. I thought it was up here, but it's not up here. Okay, so we'll just pull it back up, y'all. We'll just pull it back up.
Just pull it back up.
That's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta do. Okay, so let me do this real quick. Let me quick, y'all. Let me quick. Okay, so basically, right here, y'all, community leadership. For some of y'all that do not understand what that is, community leadership is a specific form, my bad, y'all, of the general concept of leadership. It is frequently based in place and so is local, although it can also represent a community of common interest, purpose, or practice. It can be an individual group of leadership, or it can be voluntarily paid, okay, or paid, whatever we want to call that. So, right now we have here Sister Toon Time. She is a community leader. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay, community leader, and she will be talking about community leadership, and all of you will get to see and hear on how she became a community leader and what you can do also to become a leader in your community. So, sister, go ahead and with your open up, and what are you going to be talking about as far as community leadership, and then we'll move on to talking about community leadership. Go ahead, sister.
Thank you, brother Tony. Now, I put down what community leadership is. Brother Tony had gave you a definition, the Google definition of what community leader is, but I wrote one myself. It is the ability to stand for a community in law, justice, integrity, humanitarian love, and confidence. You serve in your time, your talents, and even your money. Someone who is a counselor, a confidant, a friend, or a helping hand. So that is what a community leader is for me. I have a lot of people that I help with my time, my talents. In my community, I also have partnered with a staffing company to where if people in this community in the Pulaski, Tennessee or Lawrenceburg, Tennessee area needs a job, get in contact with Toontime. That's right. Toontime at sandgriggs1025 at gmail.com. And we will have you a job in 5 days, guys. And I might add, they pay pretty good, $16.50 to start. That's really good money. So you can be a community leader as well in your community. Find what the need is in your community, see where the help is needed, and feel that need. I done it myself. I saw that there was a need. People need a job. Not only that, they need transportation back and forth to work as well. We don't have a cab system here in these two counties. So, I put my own vehicle out here to transport people back and forth to work. And that's what community leadership is to me. It's standing behind the scenes, helping the people that no one is trying to help. It is standing up for those low income families who don't have the means to pay a lot of money to get back and forth to work. Gas is pretty high right now. And not only just for the people who don't have a vehicle, it's high for the people who got a vehicle. So they are going to need some help. And so God has blessed me to have enough so I can serve my community. And that is what community leadership is for me, Brother Tony.
All right, all right. That was a good explanation and analogy right there. I hope all of y'all that are watching, I hope y'all got that. Okay, hope y'all got that. Make sure y'all swallow that. You know what I mean. Make sure you learn from what you're hearing today. So, Sister Tune time. Question. You already know I got my questions wrote down. So let me get them. Let me get them right quick. Yeah. All right. Let's get it going. I know you're ready. You look ready.
I am ready. I am ready. I've been up all night waiting on Tony the real because I know he coming with something real now. Okay, it ain't real in the top for nothing. Okay.
Okay. So my first question to you, sister, what makes you the choice for your community as a leader?
What makes me the choice for my community is that I have studied law enforcement for the last 5 years. Also, I've been into the politics since 2007 in another state. I'm a college graduate. I've been on the low income side. I've also been on the middle class side. I have not reached the rich side, yet, but I am aiming for it. Okay. But I can understand every aspect of being with and being without. So I think that's what makes me a great choice to be the community leader. Also, I can communicate with the people on the lower level and even on the hierarchy level. I oftentimes sit in a lot of round tables where you wouldn't see citizens like myself in there, but that's what the community leadership role is. You go places where no one else is willing or confident enough to go. So I think that's what qualifies me as a community leader because I'm bold. I want to change things. I want to know the process of changing things. And that's why also it's my purpose. I have the gift of helps. You have to have love for people in order to be a community leader as well. And I believe that's what makes me a good choice for this community.
So basically, we can say that you would be a great choice. It's because from your experience and from your connection that you have with the people of your community.
That is correct. That is correct.
Wow. Wow. And you know what? A lot of y'all can learn something from that because, a lot of y'all claim to be community leaders, or leaders of your community, or leaders of your city, or leaders of whatever you want to be a leader of, and you don't have a connection. In order to be a leader, you have to have a connection, with people. You know what I mean? And it was just like I was on one of these panels where they were talking about this guy. I'm not even going to say his name, but he's well known across YouTube. He claims, he claims what he is to be. And he has these people following him, women and men, like slaves. You know what I mean? But he has such a connection with them, they're willing to do whatever for him. You know what I mean? So leadership can be a gift, or it could be, yeah, a curse.
Yes, yes.
It can be either
It
one.
definitely can be abuse. The
Yeah.
power can be abused. And
Mhm.
when I see those type of things happening, the community leader of that community should
Mhm.
step in. And that's what makes me another good choice, because I'm bold enough to go in. If I know he's talking about, if that brother was in my community, Toon Time be knocking on his door. Y'all come on here. Come on. Let go.
I take it you was in there when we was in there, and in that panel when I
I
was
couldn't even watch it. I stayed for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? Because I found out where he at and went
right.
down there and got them babies. Because they
Because
young.
as I was looking at it, I said, you know what? If I was over there around that brother, he would really, get taken down, because
Right.
that is abuse of
Yes.
power. He's
Yes.
abusing his power. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're so mentally vulnerable. He's
Hmm.
abusing every piece of his power. And I said, he doesn't deserve to be a leader. He
He
doesn't.
does not.
You know,
He does
and
not.
he trying to make it seem like he's sincere in what he's doing. No, you're not. No, you're not. So,
And that's why it's so important, Tony, to make sure who your community leader is.
mm-hmm.
Get to know your community, know the ins and outs of them. Visit your courthouse so you can get some things. Visit your archive and check out your community so you'll know what type of community it is, what is going on in there. Because like you said, there are a lot of young people who are vulnerable to knowledge. Somebody will give them knowledge and they will abuse it. You understand? They just abusing it. And I know who you're talking about, and that is a sad. I'm thinking about sending in welfare services. I don't just stay in my state. I reach out and branch out to other states as well.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, he better not
Mm-hmm.
let me catch that address.
Yeah, I don't want to say his name. He ain't getting no clout over here.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's yeah. But yeah, that brother, he needs. Yeah, I was, even though I'm not a believer, and my viewers know that I'm not a believer, but I would say that his ass needs Jesus.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So
Jesus taking applications. Okay. He's
right.
definitely taking applications.
So moving on, sister. So so I already asked you what made you a better choice. So about when it comes to community leadership, you know what I mean? How can we even gain, the confidence to even be a leader? Because it's not in everybody to lead. You have some people that have the strength, that have the confidence, well, that has the power, that has the mentality for it, but they don't have the confidence. So, how does one gain confidence to lead?
How one gains confidence by leading to lead is, know your strengths, you know, uh, apply your strengths to the situation. If you know you're not strong in that area, don't engage in that. Leaderships require, like you say, strength. It requires time and energy and the love. You have to have the love for what you're doing to serve someone else. In order to see the need, you got to feel the need. And if you're not willing to see the need and feel the need, there's no need of going over there, because you're just going to mess things up. Allow someone else to come in that's a little bit stronger than you. If you want to help them, that's fine. But far as confidence, just take a look at your everyday. I help cousins, aunties, uncles. I got a uncle in prison, been in prison 8 years now. I've been sending my money down there for 8 years. So, if you one of those people, then you got the confidence to lead, because you understand what it is to be without and what it means to be with. You understand inflation, recession. You understand all of those things. So I would just encourage you, if it's in your heart to do it, to just engage into it. You'll be surprised who is watching already, because somebody watching you, and then
Mm-hmm.
they waiting on you to move so they can know how to move. So, and I learned that in my younger years, that I was being watched by a lot of people to see what my next move were. they've all come to me and say, you said something that reached me. So to me, that made me feel good.
So we can gain confidence by the sight of seeing leadership and by the actions of that person that's the leader. So
Yes,
just seeing how they lead and seeing their actions, that's how we can pretty much gain confidence.
yes,
And plus that's how we can also see if it's just the right fit for us. Would you agree,
yes,
sister? Okay.
yes. Just the right fit for it. Like I said, play unto your strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't got the strength to sit down with people and listen to all their stuff.
Right. True that.
If you more of the management side, the HR side, play on that strength. Start you a foundation or something where you can donate clothes and shoes to needy people or something. That you want to definitely start in your community, definitely, because it's a lot of people with this knowledge, but they don't branch out into their community. I would say just start. I started with a yard sale,
Mm,
and a barbecue. That's how
mm,
I got my name out there. I started to feed the 100 every Sunday. I would buy 100 hot dogs and make some potato salad and spaghetti. And I would sit outside in my front yard and I would feed 100 people. And that's how
okay.
I became to be known as Tune Time, because the people were hungry and they were saying, man, I ain't never had nobody do this. They had never done this here in this community.
Mm.
Mostly Caucasian, high rich people. And they had never seen it done. And every Sunday, faithfully, I've tried to feed 100 people.
And you
So,
know what? That's fantastic, sister. Being a model in your community, and saying people seeing you do this, they seeing you do this because you have so many there that, like I said, that have it in them, but don't have the influence to do it. Some people need influence, and
mhm.
this is true, people. Okay, you may have all the confidence in the world, but sometime in the back of your mind, you're like, I just need a little influence because I got the confidence, but I need to see somebody else doing
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So Brother Azrael, I see you down there. Brother Azrael commented and said that excellent question. Important quality that needs experience and extreme patience. That
Yes,
is true. That is true.
definitely.
And Sister Lamoncia React says it's getting good already. Well, how you doing, Sister Leroy? Brother Azrael, everybody in here. How y'all doing, man? We're glad y'all could make it. So, leadership is a major thing that we need in the time that we are in right now. And I know a lot of y'all probably don't think so because of how things are going, and y'all afraid of. What is that? What is that? Do you hear that? Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Was that
I'm
you too?
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm thinking that's one of my kids or something. But anyway, so yeah, but we do know. I'm good, Sister Leroy. I'm good. So some people believe that that they shouldn't even worry about anyone leading because they're thinking it's going to be another Martin Luther King or Malcolm X incident. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, first of all, we're in a time where leadership is direly needed. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's why everybody's going all in circles with the heads chopped off like a chicken because no one is leading. And then the ones that supposed to be leading, they're abusing all of their authority as a leader. They're letting power go to their head. You know what I mean? So we need leadership, but we don't need it from those that are going to abuse the authority and the power. We don't need it from y'all. And if you're out there, like of course me and Toon Time know of one of them, your ass is going to be stopped.
That's
Okay,
right. That is true.
so you know people will come together on you. So moving on, sister. My next question. Let me see here. Let me ask you this one here. So my next question. my next question is: could community leadership be a positive thing for a community, or could it be a negative thing for a community? Now, I know that question may sound like it's a redundant question, but actually it's not Because, like I just said, some people look at leadership in a redundant way. Like it doesn't need to be had in this community. This community, we already made by mind how we gonna be and what we gonna do and what we gonna follow. We got this. We don't need no damn leader. So that's why I'm
Right.
asking: it
Right.
can it be a positive influence in the community or a negative?
It could be both positive and negative. It depends on the person. If, like I said, if this is something that you enjoy doing or you have a love for people, then you will take on the negative that comes with it. But if it's in the wrong hands, which oftentimes it is, because we as a community don't stand up and put in the leader that we should have in our community, it can get out of hand and be a negative influence, because most political leaders don't really care about the little man, but some of them do, and if you have the mindset for the people, then it wouldn't be a problem. It would not be a negative impact.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah.
So, how can we, how actually, saying this is pretty much just an off the board question because I was just thinking about this. How can we correct that negative narrative of leadership in some of these communities that don't believe they need leadership?
Now, this is just tune time theory because I came from the hood. I'm gonna go and get the smartest dope boy. And I'm putting this out in the atmosphere. I'm gonna go get the smartest dope boy that know how to get money and been getting it for a long time. And I'm gonna go and try to persuade him to get into politics.
Yeah.
Because see, he know how to run money. He know how to make sure that the hood is straight. These are types of people where we need to encourage or persuade them to get into office. Don't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the hood. That me being from the hood is what makes me want to get into change in my community.
What's good, J-Mo? What's good? What's good?
So I would say by uh picking a certain community leader, let them know. Just like they have these meetings at the HMO, if you got a house in this certain type of area, they'll have this housing club type thing, and you have to pay your dues, and you have to go to meetings and things of that nature. Go to the boards in your community, see what offices are open, and there's a lot of offices on the ballots that a lot of people have ran from that they ain't even filled. As a matter of fact, it's 29 here. Uh, so
29 officers out there in
29
the town that
offices,
you're in.
yeah, in the town that I'm in. So it's all like that across the board, though.
Okay.
So and I'm not saying everybody become a politician, but I'm kind of am. I kind of am
I mean,
saying
at the same time, you are.
yeah, I am
So,
because this
yeah.
is what is needed in community leaderships because we got all these I don't want to even know what name to give them. These people in here that don't care for the people. They only care about the money and the title. They're not concerned about the people. And again, what makes me a good choice, a good fit is because I care for the people. You know, uh, I know what it's like to be without. And I have it now. I haven't been lacking for a long time. So that's my need to want to help someone. Like, man, I can give this formula to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what helps me to stay in my community leadership role.
Mm-hmm. So back to the questions here at hand, and and I like the response. So when it comes to community leadership, and I'm always going to say that, saying because a lot of y'all do not realize that this is an important role. Okay, this is a very, very important role. So every time you hear me say when it comes to community leadership, That means I'm about to ask another question, or I'm about to give a statement or some sort of analogy. All right, so pay attention, people. Okay, this is important. All right. So anyway, when it comes to community leadership, for my next question, would you say that you would be the best choice for your community as a leader?
I would definitely say I would be the best choice for my community
Tell me why.
because, for once, a lot of rich people over here.
Mm-hmm.
Not that many black people as well. So they wouldn't know our level of struggle. So it would be something new to them. Also, it would be something new to me to get to know Caucasians, what their needs and issues are. And I have seen a lot of their needs and issues. So they have opened up to allow me to speak to them. They have received me, and also some have networked with me in a few areas. So it was very much needed because they had never seen it before, one. And secondly, also made history out of some of the things that I've done here. And I only been here 4 years. So, I'm probably proud of myself uh, reaching the people in a short amount of time.
Okay. And it sounds like to me your community, it looks like sound like it needed someone. It needed someone to rise and actually stand because, maybe they couldn't. You know what I mean? Maybe they were so accustomed to how things were going in the community that they just didn't dare. They needed some new blood to come in there and stand against it with a different opinion. You know what I mean? With
I
a different
totally
insight.
agree, Tony. I totally agree. And
Mm,
I've been told that since I've been here, like, I don't know where you come from. Like, who are you? Like, I'm
mm,
Toon Time. So when next time you see me, and it happens too. They meet me once, and then the next time, oh, I know you do. Because I leave an imprint on them. Something that they never experienced, especially from a black woman.
mm-hmm,
And so I'm not just for one race. I'm for women. I'm for the community. And I'm a black woman.
mm-hmm.
So it was definitely something that they needed to see and hear.
So would you? So are you? Let's just see here because you have a lot of people in the community, and you know that there's a lot of diversity. So how do you even let's just say get through that say as a leader because all these diversities, all these different religions, all these different opinions and different narratives of belief and what they think and what people think how you should lead. How do you even get through knowing that let's just say you're in the community and saying a Muslim say he think you should lead this way, some Christians say I agree with you but we think you should lead this way, a Buddhist, all these different people with all these different diversities. Like how do you even manage on leading people with different perspectives on how they feel you should lead?
Okay, so you do it like a DJ does it. A DJ take all the music and he mix it up, right?
Okay.
So whenever I'm in the presence of this diverse, I would use that opinion that they had given to me. If I'm in front of this Caucasian diverse, I will use what applies to them.
Shout
So
out to J. Hold on, two time. Shout out to J Mo. He was saying shout out to you, brother J Mo. Shout out to
shout
you.
out to J Mo.
All right.
So definitely I would apply those things that I've learned from each diversity and I would use them that way. And also the most important tool with dealing with diversity is being a listening ear.
Okay.
You got to be able to hold your tongue.
See, and you know what? And that's exactly where I was going with that. That's where I was going with that. Because I was going to be like, well, wait a minute, but what about how you talk to them to get them to listen to you? So I was see as a leader, and see, and this the thing when say as a leader, you have to know how to control what you say. Because remember, these people are following you. So what you say matters.
Yes, it does. It
Remember that,
does.
people. What you say matters. And if you
Right.
don't think it matters, watch how all 100,000 of your followers turn
Yes.
around and walk away. because of how
Like
you
now,
talking
two
to
time you said that.
them. Yeah.
Like, oh my God, we can't be just like, hey, I don't know. They think we up here, but we really right here. We all on the same level. As far as me, I'm a new age community leader, so I allow people to know that, hey, I'm right here with you, brother. I'm right here with you, sister. So it don't go to my head. I've had money before. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 60, my 60th car in my lifetime. So I've had a lot of cars and jewelry and stuff. So none of those materialistic things really phase me. Yes, I like money. Yes, I want my bank account with money in it. But I'm saying it don't phase me. So it won't go to my head. I'm more there for the purpose of the thing of my community because I'm tired of seeing my brothers and sisters die from no drug rehabilitation. I'm tired of seeing my brothers and sisters inside of a jail cell, hungry, little kids running around outside with no shoes on. I don't want to see that. That affects me, and so I want to do something about it. And this is why I constantly step up and go and stand in the gap for the community. And it ain't even got to be just this community.
Yeah,
Like you said
all over.
about that brother,
All over.
if I run across him, and somebody just a church just called for me to do a sermon down in Greenville, South Carolina, so that is on the way. Okay.
Okay, y'all be looking out for that.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, it can happen anywhere. When you're a community leader, you want to lead wherever the opportunity is given. Take that time to my community, my future community leaders. Take that time to speak to that young man. Be careful what you say to him because he is watching. He is listening to you. Direct him in a right path. To that young lady, encourage her about being a single mother. Encourage her and lend her a helping hand if you can. If you're able to, lend her a helping hand. You know what a helping hand is? Pamper is a helping hand. Diaper wipes is a helping hand. Man, you go and get you a 20-piece meal from KFC. That's a helping hand.
And look, about 6 jugs of a gallon of water.
A case of water is helping hand. Now I'm just saying, it ain't got to be money all the time. It ain't got to be your talent. If you can take the ease off that young lady, so she won't have to make a meal that night, that's a helping hand. And that's what community leaders do. They see the need and they feel the need. It don't matter. It ain't too big or it ain't too small.
Yeah, it just and at that point, saying community leaders, it doesn't matter how how big or small, they do something to help out. We see, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. You have to actually show your leadership. You just can't sit there and be just yap, but you ain't showing your leadership.
Yeah.
How you want people to follow you? You ain't showing your leadership, man. Yeah. So you talking, it sounds good, right? But what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to show your leadership, man, and that gives people confidence. And plus, I like to always, look at the comments when somebody comments. Brother Azrael say, if you want the uncut update 411. This is where it is at. Tony Real to God. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you, brother Azrael. Thank you, man. So brother Raheem the God says, I wish this had 66 trillion views.
Oh, yes.
Well,
yes.
Thank you.
And we gonna claim that.
It also said he also said 55 billion subscribers.
Ooh, yes,
you really like my show.
Yeah, it's gonna leak over into both of them. Yes.
Yeah. And brother Anthony says this is good.
Thank you.
Brother Ashrael says, show your leadership. That's right, brother. You got to show your leadership, y'all. Okay, it's important. Okay, it really is. So my next question is, so we already went over the diversity and how you would pretty much connect with them if they're, looking at it in a different aspect of your leadership. Now let's just go to culture. All right. Now you have, let's say you have Indian, you have Hispanic, You have what's the other ones? Chinese. You have. So what if you have some of these other races that will come up to you and they see that you're a leader in the community, but what if they wouldn't mind? What if they say, "Hey, Tune Time, you're a great leader, you know what I mean, but I haven't actually seen you stand for my people as much as you've stood for your people." So let's just say, how do you get around that into pretty much helping them understand that you're for everybody and not just a specific race or culture?
Again, with leadership, you have to go off the individual and meet them where they are. Each individual have a different need, and you just want to make sure that they know that you are there for their need, not for any other dressed up reasons. You really have to build a rapport with the person to allow them for them to trust you. A lot of people need help, but they won't receive help because their pride won't allow them to trust somebody to help them.
Wait, well, hold on a second, Sister Tune Time. Me, if put it in like let's just say in this respective, as far as that person's race and culture, they want you to lead in that race, and like in that race of culture, they want you to lead it in that aspect. Wouldn't that isn't that selfish when you say that's selfish? They want you to lead in their aspect of what they feel is cultural, as part of their culture.
I do take in considerations, and like I said earlier, I incorporate each one through what they've told me the need is. If the blacks here say, "Well, hey, I think we should do this," or if the whites say, "Well, hey, I think we should do this," well, what I do is I remix it into where it could fit both cultures. And then I bring it before the board. And a lot of these programs don't make it through, but I can do something even on my end. I will remix it, even if the board doesn't accept it, then I'll try to make it up myself. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Brother J-Mo says charity starts at home.
It does.
And look, Brother Andrew, he say, exactly, J-Mo. Look at it. Y'all quit talking shit to come.
Exactly.
But you know what? Hey, brothers, y'all all right. Y'all all right. You know what I'm saying? Because as a leader, leadership is that basically means you are for everybody that's in that community or that city that you're trying to lead. Now, not everybody's going to follow you. Not everybody's going to do that. You know what I mean? Because they're looking at different ventures, different people. Not everybody's going to do it. Okay. But, if you get enough people behind you to push that agenda of leadership that you're trying to push, I guarantee you will succeed. And make sure it's on a positive level. No one wants a negative leader. No one wants this swollen, let things go to their head type leader and thinking they all that. Your ass to get crushed, especially in my community. And I'm very active in my community, okay? Trust me. Everybody like, Tony, wait, what you think we should do? Yeah, I know. I'm a leader in my community. So don't come down here with that shit. Don't come to Texas with that.
I was in Texas. I've been to Texas. I was down there in the oil rig down there in Laredo. Down there in Dallas, Fort Worth. I was out in Carlsbad, New Mexico. I worked all that area down there. I made a guy a millionaire down there.
Oh man,
I was his operations specialist. I taught his truckers how to the route to the oil rigs, and I taught one trucker how to drive. So
you still in touch with that person or those people?
Yeah, I'm still in touch with him. Todd McConnell Trucking.
Yeah, and you made him a millionaire.
I made him a millionaire.
And you didn't receive.
He'll stand and tell you, he never made as much money as he ever made in his life messing with me. He said one thing he know for sure that he can get money with Tune Time. Because I got the gift of the gab, and so I'm down there. He played off my strengths. He put me in front of the billionaires, and they liked what I said. So they chose him because I was the lucky charm that came with him. So yeah. I made him a millionaire while I was down there.
Well, in that aspect, why not get why not get any of the let's just say the imagery or the or any of the royalty in that? Like, why not get any of that? Or was you just there just to just help?
I was there. He needed some help, right? And
Okay.
he called me. He was like, "Man, I don't know nobody else that that can get this thing off the ground like I want it." And he called me. I stopped what I was doing. He paid for me to get there, and I took out, went down there, and he was a kind of like shy, like you said, they don't have enough confidence to go in front of the billionaires and
Mm-hmm.
millionaires and stuff like that. But I do, it don't bother me. To me, everybody's the same. I don't, even if you are hierarchy of the, I don't view you as that way. You're just a mere man or woman, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
exactly.
speak to you in that manner. And they were so impressed that I had the boldness to come before them that everything that he asked them for, that he got it. So it was just a trial run. It was the first time I ever done something like that. So yeah, I have a
Okay.
lot of respect through people that have seen me work, lead, and just help out.
Okay. And it sounds like you have a lot of influence too when you talk. You know what I mean? It sounds like, like you say, you have the gift of gab, saying, and saying that many, saying many people have said, some things like that about me, but I always say, no, I just know how to deal with people, know how to talk to people. That's all that is, man. I say, but hey, if you want to listen, you can. But
Mm-hmm.
you are a very talented woman, though. You are very talented. I can see that. You have a lot of potential. You have a lot of power, and you talk, and like, especially when I hear you talk and, saying, and you loud, I be like, this is how like, you ain't loud rudely, though. You have like that loud, hey, you need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? And that's respect, because obviously here, obviously a lot of people need to hear what you have to say. So
Well,
yeah, I do.
I'm from Mississippi, and I say this all the time, man. Look, under the tree in Mississippi, we hung out. This was before internet. We go
Yeah.
out, we hang out, we roast each other, have joning on each other, laughing under the tree, having fun. So we was loud, we was outside, and sometimes I get all excited and loud, and but I'm so happy loud,
Right.
But that you got to charge it to Mississippi. Okay, I'm from Mississippi.
Hmm. I know, but I mean, but it sounds like you've worked on how loud you are. Like it's like how you communicate with people in a
Hmm.
very kind of high tone. It
Yeah.
sounds like you worked on that. It sounds like you kind of like morphed it into trying not to be rude. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure
definitely.
back in the day it was like, oh fuck it, you know
Right.
what I said. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like you worked on it. And so yeah, you got my respect. I respect that, you know what I mean? So you come off very strong, you know what I'm saying? Very, very powerful. And that can be intimidating to a lot of people. A lot of people. You know what I mean? So if y'all are not used to being around people like this, man, people like Toon Time, women like Toon Time, you know what I'm saying, then I would say that you couldn't be a part of this panel. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. And I've been around a lot of people myself. I've been around politicians and people that got all this money and thought they was all that and shit. I ain't gonna fuck about all that. But you know what I mean? And I'm telling you, man, you gotta have that life experience, man. There are different types of people all over the world. And everybody is not, saying it's not the same as the people in your circle. You're gonna have someone that's saying that may be better, or that may be worse, or that may be just outrageously chaotic, but you're gonna have to learn how to deal with each other. Okay. And everything don't have to always result into negative, words or physical altercations. You gotta learn to deal with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And as a leader, as a community leader, as a person that's leading someone, you got way more to deal with than everybody else. You know,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
everybody looking to you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Toon Time. Oh, they say we gotta do. What do we do? You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody looking at you because you're leading. You know what I'm saying? So they need your answer. You know what I mean? Your word is going to count way more than anybody else's opinion in the crowd. You see what I'm
That
saying?
is true.
That's the one that everyone's following. You know what I
That
mean?
is true.
So if you feel that you have the ability and the confidence enough to lead in your community and you're willing to take that job on, then do it. But make sure you bring that positive energy to that, a positive narrative. Do not go in there trying to do something you saw somebody else do and try to be like them, and not bring your own narrative or agenda on how you want to lead your people out of whatever it is the situation that they're going through. Don't go in there and be like, oh, you know what? Toon Time did it like this, so I'm gonna do it on Toon Time. See, what may work for Toon Time may not work for you, players.
That's right.
So let's not copycat. All right, let's be grown. Let's be serious. That's working for Toon Time. You know what I'm saying? That ain't working for Tony. That's working for her. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's working for Tony. That's not working for Toon. See, so yeah, don't do that, people. Don't do that to yourself, man. All right. So, community leadership. Brother Azrael says strong personalities must be masters of transparency. Energy is felt first, then solidified by verbal communication. That is true, brother. That is true.
Right.
Thank you for that, brother Asheville. So, community leadership. And my next question here is: let's just speak on political standpoint, because everyone's going to be looking at this as some people are going to look at your leadership from a political standpoint. Some may not. Oh, where'd you go? Toon Time.
Hold up, my computer trying to go out.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Hold on, y'all be patient. Toon Time, be back with us in a second.
Just a second, guys. Sorry about this. Okay, Tom.
Okay. All right. So, Toon Time, I really appreciate you coming to the show. I really respect, what you're doing, sister. Keep doing it in your community. Keep doing that. And, I hope to see you more, doing more, not just on Bigo, but, on YouTube as well. And y'all be sure to check out Toon Time's YouTube channel. And go ahead, sister, and go ahead and promote that, sister.
Okay, that is Toon Time, the Scholar on YouTube. That is Toon Time on Bigo. Also, you can reach me at Cass Griggs on Facebook. Y'all make sure y'all keep me in mind. And if you would like to donate, you can donate Cash App at $Toontime21. That's right, Cash App $Toontime21. Thank you, Tony the Real. Actually, I gotta go and pick up my grandson.
Yeah, that's fine.
So his mom can go to work. She in Mississippi.
Well, that's fine, sister. And you know what? And I'm glad you came. We had a great show, sister. I'm glad you came. Don't worry, we'll get that hour out your ass eventually.
Yes. Look, we almost done. Look, we got 20-some minutes. We almost there, Tony. I do apologize, but that's okay. A community leader work is never done.
Never done.
It's 25 hours in a day. It's 8 days in a week for us. We don't never have enough time. So y'all just keep on keeping up the good work, Tony. I appreciate you having me here. I appreciate the Tony Real, the God Chronicles, for asking and having me on the show, asking me the questions that need to be asked.
I had more, but
I do understand. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe.
We'll do a part two. Okay. And make sure y'all download the Bigo app and follow Sister Toon Time. Okay, I'm telling you, she has great panels, man. Y'all are gonna love it. All right. If you don't know how Bigo work, download the app, follow Toon Time, myself, Tony Real to God, and don't worry, we will show you how to use it. I'm gonna tell you right now, you better have them beans.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and check out Toon Time Late Show as well on Bigo. Okay, all right. And I'm supposed to be coming to your show. I think what was that? What was we were supposed to do this?
We're gonna do it Wednesday.
We'll talk about it off this. We'll talk about it off
yeah.
Just call. We'll just call.
Okay. It'll be in the email, Tony.
It can be what? Oh, email.
It'll be in the email.
Mm-hmm. Okay, email it to me. So y'all be looking out on Toon Time. I'll be on YouTube on Toon Time show as a guest. And your boy Tony Real to God. Now y'all see me getting the questions. So y'all be looking out for that show. Yeah, I know you do. So y'all be looking out for that. And so Tune Time, you can go ahead out here, sister. I appreciate you coming. I love you, sister, and good luck.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So once again, I appreciate everybody for coming to the show, watching the show. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, make sure that you look up my email, tonyreal0044@gmail.com for a live screening or phone screening. I need to put that in that tag there. Also, download the Bigo app and follow Sister Tune Time on the app. And all right, if you want to get an exclusive conversation with Sister Tune Time. All right. Download the Bigo app and follow Sister Tune Time. So she had to get out of here early. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean? That's okay, but don't worry. We're going to have a part 2 to this. We'll have a part 2 to this. You know what I mean? So being a leader, your work is never done. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? So also, if you would like to donate today to support the channel, my cash tag name is Big Tony Main. Donate today to support the channel, man. Support the channel, man. Help me keep this going. All right, y'all. So I'm glad everybody came out today. And I enjoyed myself. The show was great. All right. And if I forgot to mention anything, well, I guess I'll just have to come back to it. But anyway, I'm out of here, family, man. Appreciate y'all. Remember, there'll be a part 2 to this. So I'm out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming, man. I'm out, family. I'm out.